by Barry Hauser. Ladies and gentlemen, you were fantastic, and I am proud to be a University of Illinois alum today. You may go ahead and be seated. My name is Matt DeFanis, and I have the distinct privilege and honor of serving as the 2018 president of the Illinois Realtors. I also need to recognize those aircraft that you saw overhead, the Illinois Army National Guard's 1st Battalion, 106th Aviation Regiment, commanded by Lieutenant Colonel Jason Osberg. Let's give them a round of applause. If you saw some of us nervously watching the sky and running up and down the ramp earlier, it was coordinating that flyover with that national anthem, but it turned out beautifully. So I want to start out by pointing out that today really demonstrates the power of prayer, because on Friday evening I was at a community event in Champaign County, and it was downright chilly. People were wearing fleeces and really catching a chill. So I offered up an earnest prayer that God would ensure that nobody caught a chill at our big event on Sunday, and I'm happy to report that the Lord has answered my prayers, and you are welcome. I want to point out that the National Guard is actually celebrating 295 years. So we're here for the state's 200th birthday. The Guard's been around 295 years. And they represent a proud military tradition that actually dates back 381 years to the very earliest units of the Massachusetts Guard. Next, I'd like to introduce the other members of my leadership team here from the Illinois Realtors. First, I'd like to recognize Ed Neves, who is our 2018 treasurer. Doug Carpenter, who is our immediate past president. And Sue Miller is our 2019 treasurer nominee. So ladies and gentlemen, we're here today to celebrate two notable events. One of those is Illinois Constitution Day, the day that the Illinois Constitution was ratified. And the other is the opening and official dedication of Bicentennial Plaza, which is a Realtor community partnership. So let's talk a little bit about the plaza. This place, this magical place that you are all sitting in right now, is the realization of years of planning by both public and private interests. This is a new focal point that links downtown Springfield's historic sites, and very importantly, the plaza is lined with interpretive panels that highlight the people, the places, and the events related to the struggle to achieve Abraham Lincoln's vision of a nation of equality for all. This has been selected as a signature legacy event of the Illinois Bicentennial. This plaza shows how equal treatment for all, from fair housing policy to voting rights, is interwoven into our state's rich history. Another big project that's been going on here in the neighborhood is the Executive Mansion. So the plaza has not been the only excitement right here in this neighborhood. The Executive Mansion just completed a massive transformation. I got the chance, as did many of you, to tour that earlier this afternoon. That project has restored an architectural gem to its original glory, and it is breathtaking. That restoration began with fundraising in 2015, led by First Lady Diana Rauner. Mrs. Rauner's vision helped restore the mansion to its original role as the people's house, and I'm so glad to have her joining us here today. So please give a warm welcome to Illinois' First Lady, Diana Rauner.
Thank you, Matt. Good afternoon. It's great to be here. It is a little steamy, but it is wonderful to be here to celebrate Constitution Day and 200 years of our great state's history. I'd like to thank so many friends and partners who are here today. Of course, the Illinois National Guard, the University of Marching Illini. Can we have another round of applause for them? They're also celebrating their 150th anniversary. Lively entertainment to be found by the Ravinia Jazz Ensemble coming up. Eli's Cheesecake. We have to talk quickly so we can all enjoy that before it melts. And then, of course, Amarin Inland Real Estate Group and ADM for sponsoring today's event. Thank you all. And then, of course, none of this would be possible without the leadership and generous support of the Illinois Realtors Association. They have been working on this plaza and have really promoted this grand vision that we all have of linking together all of the great historic sites of our state's capital, and it's so exciting to see that dream come to fruition. This really will allow us to realize a long-realized dream and link the Abraham Lincoln Historic Site with the Illinois Governor's Mansion and the state capitol. It's an exciting day to have this open. And it's so exciting that we are doing this right on the heels of the rededication of the Illinois Executive Mansion, now the Governor's Mansion, which we dedicated just a little over a month ago. Since that time, we are very proud to say that over 6,500 visitors from all 50 states, from China, Australia, Mexico, England, Finland, Japan, and Canada, all in 6 weeks, have come to visit our beautiful new Governor's Mansion. We are so proud and grateful to be able to be participants in revitalizing this beautiful part of our historic city. And I hope that if you have not come to the mansion, you will come and visit it, and I hope you'll come and visit it frequently. Thank you so much for your dedication to our great city and, of course, to our great state.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Rauner. And members of the Illinois Realtors Leadership Team were present when you were wearing a hard hat, looking pretty serious as we kicked off that massive undertaking, and you and your husband were rendered sort of temporarily homeless. So we appreciate all of your work on this. This is a huge and lasting gift to the people of Illinois, this spectacular piece of history that sits over my right shoulder. The Jackson Street Corridor, that's this area that this plaza now sits on. This has been part of a vision of Springfield leaders going back for years to try to connect two discontiguous parts of Jackson Street divided by a parking lot, and this has been on a wish list forever and a day. The idea was to enhance downtown, provide a pedestrian-friendly route for the literally hundreds of thousands of tourists that come through here per year to move among this city's historic sites. A major player and visionary in all of this is Springfield's mayor, Jim Langfelder, and I am honored to welcome him today. Thank you very much. Good afternoon. Honorable Governor and Diana Rauner, Bicentennial Chair Richard Marks, Co-Chair Tim Butler, Illinois Realtors President Matthew DeFanis, Gary Clayton, CEO of the Illinois Realtors, all the Illinois Realtors, we can't thank you enough, the Bicentennial Commission members, and Stuart Lane, Executive Director, and all in attendance. On behalf of the City Council, Springfield City Council, Treasurer Misty Busher, City Clerk, no ideas, City Clerk Frank Lesko, and all our residents, happy 200th Illinois Constitution Day and Women Equality Day. Thank you for sharing in this momentous occasion commemorating our 200 years as the great state of Illinois, honoring our past, celebrating our present, and looking forward to our future. Abraham Lincoln said, "Commitment is what transforms a promise into a reality." In 1999, Bob Gray presented a concept of creating a historic pathway along the Jackson Street corridor. Through the years, studies and ideas have come and gone until the Jackson Street corridor level of prominence rose to a new level. While many had a hand in getting to today's momentous occasion of connectivity from Lincoln's home to the mansion, there are three champions of the corridor that truly made it happen. The first is Governor Rauner, that made the true commitment to live in the Governor's Mansion, as he fondly calls it, the People's House. His commitment restored the level of importance the mansion has. The second champion is Diana Rauner.
who accepted the challenge of raising $15 million in private funds so the third oldest occupied governor's mansion could be restored to its state of grandeur so our generation and future generations can learn from and cherish our history. The third champion, and as importantly, of this corridor is Gary Clayton, Illinois Realtors CEO. Gary saw the vision and power of connectivity. Through Gary's leadership, the Illinois Realtors purchased the area between 7th and 5th Street, removing an underutilized space and parking lot and transforming it into a walkable Bicentennial Plaza that connects Lincoln's home to the mansion. These three champions of the corridor have laid the groundwork for transforming a promise into a reality that truly connects our state and the great capital city of Springfield, connecting our past, present, and future for all to experience and enjoy. For our part, the City of Springfield saw the value and the vision shared by others to bring this portion of the Jackson Street corridor to a reality. Thanks to our City Council's approval and commitment, we help provide funds not only for this magnificent plaza project, but also the underground water storage across the way to help alleviate the flooding. We look forward to working with the three champions of the corridor and all other partners to complete the Jackson Street corridor that will eventually connect Lincoln's home to the Capitol. We will keep in mind that sometimes the right decisions are sometimes met with the loudest resistance. But we will stay true to our commitment so the completed Jackson Street corridor transforms a promise into the best reality for Springfield as the capital of Illinois that would make Abraham Lincoln proud. Congratulations and thank you all that have made today possible.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So we need to do a little sponsor recognition. And you'll see these sponsors on the banners that are flanking the stage here. So, Inland Real Estate Group of Companies, represented here today by Jonathan Stein, President at Inland Commercial Real Estate Brokerage. ADM, represented today by Chris Cuddy. And Ameren, Illinois, represented by President and Illinois Bicentennial Commission member, Richard Mark, right here over my left shoulder. And now I would like to ask Richard to join us up here for a few remarks.
Thank you, Matt. I'm proud to be a part of this and be a sponsor here today at Ameren, Illinois. I'm also very, very proud to be here today to represent the Illinois Bicentennial Commission. And I'd like to just take a few minutes to tell you a little bit about some of the activities that you can expect to see this year. You know, today is the first significant event that was held to kick off the 200th anniversary of the Bicentennial celebration. And on this day, 200 years ago, you think about it, about 180 miles from here, south, in Kaskaskia, Illinois, the first Constitution was signed. Events like this today are being held from Kaskaskia to Highland Park. They're taking place today so that for a short ride for anyone in Illinois, they can take part in a bicentennial celebration. Earlier this morning, I attended a East St. Louis Heritage Foundation, a family-oriented event celebrating the rich history of the city of East St. Louis. It was being held at the Jackie Joyner Center. Jackie was there herself greeting families, a number of booths around talking about the heritage of not only the city of East St. Louis, but the contributions of individuals from East St. Louis that have made to the state of Illinois. So throughout this year, across the entire state, there will be programs and activities that celebrate the places, the events, and people who have made great contributions not only to Illinois, but worldwide. The Bicentennial Commission has implemented numerous initiatives across the state, and I'd like to just take a minute to tell you about a couple of them. A statewide kindergarten through 12th grade initiative called Illinois Chronicles. It was made possible by a partnership between the Illinois State Board of Education, the Abraham Lincoln President Library and Museum, and What on Earth Publications. They created a unique book called Illinois Chronicles, and it captures a unique opportunity of the bicentennial to teach children about the rich heritage and history of our state. Also, Honor 200, a veterans program where we'll recognize 200 veterans who go above and beyond serving fellow veterans and their communities. These veterans will be invited to attend and will be saluted at the Illinois 200th birthday party at the United Center in Chicago on December 3rd, 2018. If you know of a worthy veteran for that nomination, you can still nominate them up to August 31st, and you just go to Illinois200.com and you can nominate a worthy veteran. Then also the Bicentennial Commission has awarded 96 schools across the state with a unique teacher development program called Bicentennial STEM Fusion. It inspires 4th and 8th graders to study math and science. And you'll soon be seeing a video campaign that highlights the wonderful things that are born, built, and grown in the great state of Illinois over the past 200 years. On December 3rd, 2018 will be the 200th anniversary of Illinois becoming the 21st state of the Union. And a Star-Spangled Birthday Party is being planned at the United Center in Chicago, where celebrities from entertainment to politics to sports and music will be participating. In conclusion, this Bicentennial Plaza is really a signature legacy project of the Commission, and on behalf of all the staff and members of the Bicentennial Commission, I want to thank the partners of the Illinois Realtor Association and the City of Springfield for making this possible today. Ameren's a proud sponsor of today's event, and I hope you all have a safe and enjoyable celebration. Thank you.
So once again, thank you to Richard, Mark, but I also want to recognize all of our state bicentennial commissioners. So those of you who are with us today, can I please ask all of the commissioners to stand so that we can give you some gratitude? You folks have collectively done truly amazing work, and I am very thankful for all of it, so I appreciate it. Next up, our state song. Written in the 1890s, but officially adopted by the Illinois General Assembly in 1925, so after a 30-some-year probationary period, apparently. I would like to recognize Damian Kaplan, who is the choir director at Sacred Heart Griffin High School, who is going to perform our state song.
By thy rivers gently flowing, Illinois, Illinois, comes an echo on the breeze, rustling through the leafy trees, and its mellow tones are these. Illinois, Illinois, and its mellow tones are these. Illinois. Not without thy wondrous story, Illinois, Illinois, can be writ the nation's glory, Illinois, Illinois. On the record of thy years, Abraham Lincoln's name appears. Grant and Logan and our tears, Illinois, Illinois. Grant and Logan and our tears, Illinois.
Ladies and gentlemen, Damian Kaplan, well done. So, Governor, I'm hoping that you and I match up and that you're expecting to come up next. Is that right? Okay, sounds like a plan. Please give a warm welcome to the Governor of the great state of Illinois, Bruce Rauner. Thank you so much.
Happy birthday, Illinois! Happy birthday, Illinois! Happy 200! Our centennial, bicentennial, and our Constitution Day. Today is a wonderful day for our state. Today we celebrate 200 fantastic years, and we lay the groundwork for an even better next 200 years. Today we celebrate this plaza, historic, beautiful plaza. Today we take a major step in making Springfield the shining light of beauty and pride and prosperity for the state of Illinois, for all of our people. This beautiful, wondrous city, our state capital. Today we take a step to make it beautiful and proud and wonderful, and a place to draw visitors from across the state, around the nation, and around the world to the great city of Springfield. Thank you all for all the team that's created this beautiful Bicentennial Plaza. Thank you so much. Appreciate it very much. Thank you as well. So many of you helped restore the beautiful Governor's Mansion, the People's House. It belongs to you. I hope each and every one of you who have not yet taken a tour, please come. We now have 120 docent volunteers. 120. We used to have about 10. We have 120. It's open 7 days a week. It's your house, and it's a source of pride. And now we're going to highlight and showcase Illinois food, Illinois furniture, Illinois beverages, Illinois art, Illinois history. A living museum. Celebrate all that's wonderful and all that's been achieved by the great people of our state. It's been an honor for me for the last 4 years to serve you. As part of that, it's been an honor for me to lead a motorcycle ride every summer. In that ride, we do two things. We celebrate two groups of heroes, and I'd like to give a shout out to them right now. First, when we ride to celebrate our heroes who keep us safe at home. Our police officers, our firefighters, our EMTs. Let's hear it for our police officers and firefighters and our EMTs. Our first responders, thank you, God bless you, you're our heroes. And then, most importantly, our greatest heroes, the greatest heroes of America, the heroes that make America the greatest nation on earth. Make America the world's beacon of freedom and hope and justice and democracy. The greatest American heroes, our veterans and our men and women in uniform. Let's hear it for the veterans of America, our great state of Illinois. Now we had a beautiful ride. We started in Shorewood. We came to Pontiac. We came to Lexington. We came to Lincoln, and then here home to Springfield. We had about, I think, 400 riders. They're gathered over on the lawn of the Governor's Mansion. We're going to have a barbecue and a band. Everybody here is invited over to join us if you'd like to, right after this ceremony. This is a wonderful time to celebrate. We especially wanted to ride Route 66 because this year we celebrate everything that's born, built, and grown in Illinois. Route 66, starting right here, was built in Illinois. It's the Mother Road. It's the most iconic highway in America, one of the most iconic highways in the world, and we have wonderful places to visit, shops and restaurants and taverns and historical markers. Come on to Route 66. Every time I ride it, I run into people from around the world, from Europe, from Asia, from Africa, from other states. Route 66 is a wonderful source of pride and celebration and economic prosperity with tourism for the state of Illinois. Support Route 66. Come on over and help us celebrate here tonight as well. Let's get out, everybody. Happy birthday. Happy Constitution Day, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Governor, while I adjust the microphone down about 3 feet. Next item on the agenda, cake. Every birthday party needs one. And the Illinois Bicentennial has a partner in the cake business. That would be Eli Cheesecake. That is a Chicago-based company that has committed to providing cheesecake at numerous events this summer in honor of Illinois' birthday. Let's give Eli Cheesecake a round of applause. We have a special cheesecake here for the occasion. and we are about to welcome up some VIP cake cutters. Eli's, by the way, has been working on this craft since the 1940s, so they've gotten quite good at it. And our VIP cake cutters, the guys wielding the large, scary-looking cutlery over my left shoulder, Corey Jobe, Director of Illinois Office of Tourism and Bicentennial Commissioner, and Mark Schulman, President of Eli's Cheesecake. And Mark's father was a member of the 1968 Illinois Sesquicentennial Commission, so this is a family tradition. Thank you, gentlemen.
Well, good afternoon. I'll be very brief. My name is Corey Jobe, and I'm the Director of the Illinois Office of Tourism, and it's quite a delight to be here in Springfield today. We are hosting 7 Eli's Cheesecake parties around the state of Illinois today in conjunction with Constitution Day. We'll probably be serving over 4,000 pieces of cheesecake around the state, from as far south as the DuQuoin State Fair to as far north as Rockford, happening right now all across the state of Illinois to celebrate Constitution Day. So it's quite a pleasure. The governor said this a few minutes ago. We have a lot of great small businesses in the state and major businesses in the state. Eli's Cheesecake, Mark and his family and team are a part of our Illinois Made program, which celebrates the small business owners, makers who create something unique and authentic throughout our state. And one of our premier makers is Eli's Cheesecake. And I didn't know it was going to be so warm today, but we're going to be serving cheesecake on the plaza, not particularly this cheesecake. We have other cheesecake. This is a ceremonial cut. Oh, we are serving this cheesecake. Okay, we are serving this cheesecake. So I better shut up and let Mark say a few words. But let me introduce everyone to Mark Schulman from Eli's Cheesecake. Mark?
Thank you, Corey. Thank you, Governor and Mrs. Ronner. And how proud we are as a Chicago company, a family business, to be able to celebrate around the state today. I want to thank our executive pastry chef, Laurel Bozier, who created this cake all weekend and planned. It is edible. All of our cakes are, and we are just delighted to be here and to help celebrate the 200th and look forward to having a cake at the Magnificent Mile Lights Festival and then to the gala in December. So happy 200th Illinois. Thank you.
I think his underscoring it's edible is we don't do no stinking ceremonial cheesecakes. And it's kind of interesting that I was remiss in failing to recognize the 3rd VIP cake cutter. I've gotten so used to having Abraham Lincoln hanging around, I didn't even notice him taking the stage. But please give a warm welcome to Abraham Lincoln. And with that, we are going to cut this real cake. It's good and frozen, meaning that this has been the optimal amount of, this is really scientific, this is the optimal amount of time at a 98-degree heat index for that cheesecake to be primed and ready for your consumption as soon as the ceremony ends. So just a reminder, Eli will be providing cheesecake slices in their tent in just a little bit. All right, we good? Okay, thanks guys. So we want to once again thank the state and the city for their partnership in all of this. And we also want to thank the Illinois Realtors funding partners who are recognized on our Founders Wall. And those parties are the City of Springfield, Midwest Real Estate Data LLC, the National Association of Realtors, Paul Schonbacher and Bill and Susan Enlow, the Chicago Association of Realtors, Gary and Marcia Clayton, the Illinois Realtors past presidents, the Inland Real Estate Group of Companies, and many other realtor members and their families. Please give all of those funding partners a round of applause. We've also raised funds for this project by selling commemorative bricks which line both sides of the plaza. Thank you so much to all of those who bought bricks, and lest you get here and think, why didn't I get one of those bricks? It's not too late. You can still get a brick. We would be more than happy to lighten your wallet, and you may do so conveniently at illinoisrealtors.org/bicentennial. That is illinoisrealtors.org/bicentennial, and you can purchase a commemorative brick. I would also like to thank our construction partners. The design work here was brought to us by Massey & Massey Landscape Architects. And I saw Kent and Sue Massey here with us. Crawford Murphy and Tilley Engineers. R.D. Lawrence Construction Company. Ace Sign Company. Mansfield Electric Company. Somebody might have come into contact with a live wire back there. And Silvaggio Steel Company. So next up is going to be the Ravinia Jazz Scholars Alumni Band to provide a tribute to Chicago musical legend Willie Pickens.